Hello, and welcome to another volume of my favourite albums of the 1980s. I think this will be volume number 8. So, as I always say, it's my personal opinions, my preferences to these albums. It may vary to what you think. Um, Please let me know what you think of these albums and let me know what your favourites are of the 80s. So, here we go then. This one is the second album from a local band where I'm from. It's the second album and the last, really. It was a follow up to London Nil Hull 4 by the Housemartins. This is The People Who Grinned Themselves to Death by the Housemartins from 1987. I always found that this one, for me, is a far better listen to than the debut one. Not saying that it's bad, it's good, but this one for me is better. Paul Heaton's voice is just brilliant as always, and he went on to form the Beautiful South and stuff like that. Yeah, you've got some singles on here. You've got Five Get Overexcited and Me and the Farmer and the lovely. I love this song, Build. It's just a great song. And the title track as well, The People Who Grin Themselves to Death. I just love that title, and the song is great as well. So give it a listen. The Housemartins. Download it or buy it. There we go. Now, this woman just amazes me. She doesn't often release material, but when she does, wow. Kate Bush. This one, of course, from 1985, The Hounds of Love. For many, her very best album, and I won't disagree with that. It's classic now. So you've got Hounds of Love, the title track, The Big Sky, Cloud Busting, which just a haunting song. She just recently, sort of about a year ago, released And Dream of Sheep off this as a live version. But you also have the big smash, Running Up That Hill on here, which is once heard, never forgotten. But you've got also other things on here. You've got The Jig of Life, Hello Earth. That is just epic. So there you go, from 1985, The Hounds of Love by Kate Bush. And this is from 1986, from a guy who used to front Genesis, but went his separate ways for a solo career. Peter Gabriel with So album. I love the idea that the record company, if this is true, the record company said to him, you can't really call this album just Peter Gabriel because all his other albums before this was just called Peter Gabriel. And of course, what I've heard is that his answer was, so. I hope it's true. Yeah, so 1986, this one, you've got Red Rain on here. Don't Give Up, a duet with, we just spoke about Kate Bush. In Your Eyes, Mercy Street, that's a very haunting song. That Big Town, wonderful song. This is The Picture with Laurie Anderson on that one. And of course, the worldwide smash of Sledgehammer and that amazing video. So give this one a listen to. Download it if you're into downloading. Go up to the shops and buy it. Or say order online. Pete Gabriel, so now my hero, my idol, he's the man for me. Mr. David Bowie and the Tonight album. People would say, well, why didn't you pick the Let's Dance album? It's great, the Let's Dance album, but for me, this one came out the following year. I don't think it was as successful as Let's Dance, but the songs on here said more to me, and this is the one I always play. So you've got the brilliant. Loving the Alien on here. You've got Tonight with his sort of duet with Tina Turner on there. You've got the big hit Blue Jean, and you've got his version of God Only Knows, which you've got to listen to that. It's just amazing. Yeah, Bowie, he could do no wrong for me. I'm still saddened that he's no longer with us. But check this one out, Tonight, from 1984, that one. And we go to, still 1984, the Queen of Pop with Like a Virgin album. I was split really because I could have gone for True Blue, I could have gone for Like a Prayer, but this for me is where it all started for me with Madonna, because Material Girl, Angel, Like a Virgin, of course. What's the one? Into the Groove, Dress You Up, all on here. I know she came on the scene a year or two before this one with Lucky Star and Holiday, but for me, this is when she was at her best. I think in the 80s, of course. I mean, she's still. I think she's unstoppable. But yeah, there you go, Madonna, Like a Virgin. 1987, synth pop duo, still on the go, and very quintessential British act, shall we say. Pet Shop Boys. Actually, it's called Pet Shop Boys. Actually, for me, I love this album. It's better in quality than their debut album. Please is you can listen to Please. I'll listen to Please, but this one for me does it every time. They were well smashed. You could not stop them in this year. There were hits after hit. They had the brilliant duet with Dusty Springfield. What have I done to deserve this? Rent. It's another number one. It's a Sin, and another number one, Heart, on here. It's just, and it's Neil Tennant's. So we say vocals is unique in the way he sings songs, and they've lasted. They're still there, they're still on the top of their thing. Mainly touring these days, but check it out, Pet Shop Boys. Actually, right, another band. That's this one. Yes, from Sheffield, ABC. But I'm not going to go for the Lexicon of Love. No, I'm going to go for the 1984 How to Be a Zillionaire. People would class it as a flop, really. But I wouldn't. Everybody goes to the Lexicon of Love or Beauty Stab or Alphabet City. But for me, this one, I don't know. There's something about these songs on here and the way they're put together and produced. We got the single, Be Near Me on here, and Vanity Kills, and Ocean Blue, and of course How to Be a Millionaire on here with that brilliant animated video. If you remember it, or if you haven't, check it out on YouTube. Also, you've got great album tracks on here. 15 Story Halo. That if you want to just check that out. So Hip It Hurts. But yeah, ABC, Martin Fry and the Boys. It's as I said, it wasn't very successful, but I don't care about that. As long as I like the songs and listen to them, that's the ones I pick, and that's for me is my favourite album by ABC from the 80s. How to Be a Zillionaire. Right, 1986, and Invisible Touch by Genesis. Yeah, it's this one. I didn't have many to choose from for Genesis of the 80s because they're that far between, because everybody was doing the solo stuff and stuff like that. And this is one of these. But this one is better than the album before for Genesis. Invisible Touch. It's filled with great great pop tune, really. That's what it is. It's, you know, you've got the title track. You've got Tonight, 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 which I just think is awesome. In Too Deep. I think it was used for a film in 1986. I think Mona Lisa, I think it was. Anything She Does is on here. Brilliant video starring the late great Benny Hill in that one. Throwing It All Away. And of course, Land of Confusion. That hilarious video with all the spitting image puppets. Yeah, it's a good album. Please check it out. I mean, if you don't like it, please tell me that you didn't give me the reasons why, and I most we might agree with you. You never know. But I like this one, and have a listen to it. Invisible Touch by Genesis. Not long now. Here we go. Debut album by this synth group. Debut album. They only had 2 albums, but this is their debut one. Bronski Beat, Age of Consent, with the great vocals from Jimmy Somerville on here. His only album with Bronski Beat, as he departed after this one. There's a lot of songs on here that mean a lot to people. The lyrics is, as you know, Age of Consent. It's of what should we say, of homosexuality. I mean, they never hid it. You know, the songs like Small Town Boy, it's all in there in the lyrics. You know, Why on here, and Ain't Necessarily So, and of course a brilliant duet of I Feel Love medley on here with Mark Armand. You've got to check this one out. Even if it's just for the hits, but there is some brilliant album tracks on here. Age of Consent by Bronski Beat. So with Jimmy Somerville's unique vocals on there before he departed and went to the Communards. So there you go. And finally, 1987, it's In Excess, Kick. They were big, successful in their home country of Australia, well before this one came out, and but this is the one what sort of shot them to worldwide fame in the UK, in America, you know, all over the place, with the rock vocals, shall we say, of the Mr. Michael Hutchins, the late great Mr. Michael Hutchins. You've got New Sensation on here, Never Tear Us Apart, Mystify, Need You Tonight, of course, and my favourite on here is Devil Inside, which I think is a big hit in America, which really didn't do much over here in the UK. But yeah, sorely missed Michael Hutchins. But we've got this one to look back on. Kick. I mean, he's done all the albums after this were brilliant as well, but for me, this is the one what always is on top of the pile from this group. So that's the 10 for this volume. I hope you liked them. If not, please let me know, and we could have a conversation about it later. So yeah, please leave a comment. So let me know what you thought of all these. Or if you've got any different ones you could tell me about, give us a like, give us a thumbs down. We're looking for new members on our group. So, you know, for a cast what we do about movies and TV shows and stuff like that, and audio dramas. So get in touch. You know, if you want to leave a comment here and let me know, I'll try and get back to you. Or we're on Facebook, try and message us there. And we're on Twitter at Geeks Assemble. So until next time, stay in the 80s.